Hi, so my name is Teva. We are going to be doing some moving yoga work today. I'm going to incorporate some Pilates, some yoga, but the focus today is very much strength. And when there is flexibility work, it's going to be dynamic flexibility. So we want to try and get the heart rate up and really keep that blood moving. There's going to be repetition. We will be moving in and out of poses. Remember, if you have any injuries, struggle with certain joints like your back or your knees, when I give modifications, don't be scared to do those modifications. This is not a competition. You are doing your workout and you want to be able to come back and do another workout tomorrow and so on and so on. So let's get started. We're going to start with the legs wide. We're going to warm up. We're going to move from side to side in a lunge position. So I want you to take the arms to the side. We're going to reach from one side to the other. Now, as you reach from one side to the other, take your body a little bit further than the midline so that those obliques start to wake up, really reaching energy through those hands. I've got almost like a stiffness in my arms. So they're not just hanging, they are reaching. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. We're going to take it over to the side. We're going to take it into a lateral reach. Take it back and lift. Other side, side. Lateral reach. And a lift and a side. Lateral reach. And a lift. Side. Lateral reach. And a lift. 4 to go. Just lengthening the side of the body. Keep breathing. 3 to go. 2 more. You have 1 more to go. And now we're going to take the legs in that deep plie. I want you to push those knees to the side. You're going to cross the arms over and you're going to take a deep breath in. And drop it down and breathe it in. And drop it down. Keep pushing those knees open and in. Now remember, if you struggle with your knees, just don't go so deep in that plie. And drop and in. Let's do 4 more there. And we have 3, 2 to go. I have my little visitor. 1 more. From there, we're going to drop into that plie. You're going to rotate one leg in and open. Other side, rotate and open and rotate and open. If you need a little break in between, you can stretch those legs and then come back into the plie. And 3, 2 more. You have 1 more. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take the arms. Now I want you to open it up and we're going to repeat with the same side. And cross and open. Stay in the plie. You will start to feel those quads working. And cross and open. 4 to go. 4. And 3. You have 2. Last 1 to go. Other side and 1. Staying nice and low. And like I said before, you can take a break in between. And 4. 4 more to go. And 5. And 6. And 7. Last one, 8. Right, we almost finished that warm up. Swing and catch. Swing and catch. Swing and catch. Now as you go into that catch, draw the tummy in, shoulders are out of the ears, swing and catch, 2 more and catch, 1 more and catch. Now take it down, push those knees open using those hands. We're going to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, wide breath, sweep it across. And sweep it across just to release it. 2 more, sweep it across. 1 more, sweep it across. And take it into that hold again. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, sucking the tummy in. 4, 1. And release. Let's do 3 more sweeps just to release those legs. 2 more. You have 1 more. And bring the legs in. That's the warm-up section. We're going to go into the exercises now. Have a quick sip of water and then we continue. Starting facing sideways. We're going to start at the top of the mat, standing sideways. I want you to lunge back and lift. Lunge back and lift. Now as you lunge, you're going to make sure that you shift your weight so that it's on both feet. Your back foot, it's the toes on the floor, not the heel. Try to control that downward movement. Lunge and back, and lunge and back. Now we're going to hold it there for 3. You're going to lift it up, and 2. Bring it in, other side, and 3. Lift it up and lower. Bring it in, testing that balance, and 3. And lift. Check that front knee doesn't go over the toes. And 1, and 2, and 3. 1 more on each side, and 1. And lift, and forward. Last 1, and down, lift, and forward. Now I want you to hold it down for 7, and 6, and 5. Lift up through the center, pull the tummy in, and 4, and 3, 2, bring it up, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up. I'm adding on. 7. You're going to turn it out. 2 more times. Back to the middle and up. Other side. And down. Turn it out. Put the heel down. And 2. So it's mimicking what we did in the warm-up, which was our rehearsal, and up. And again, we go. 7. And down. 5. 3. And bring it up. Last time. 7. And open. 5. 3. And bring it up. Now shift it back. I want you to hold it in your lunge position. You're going to shift your weight forward onto the front leg and straighten the back leg, lengthening through the head. And shift your weight back. Swing those arms forward. Reach. Swing back. And reach. So your supporting leg is doing all the work. Reach. And back. And reach. And back. We have 4 more. And back. 3 more. And back. You have 2 more. Now we're not going to go straight into the other side. From there, we're going to take the arms open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open. 1 more. And I want you to stay facing the side, bringing it up. So we go into our lunge and we shift it forward. First, find your position. And back. Make sure you're nice and stable. We go reach and back. Remember, you're not lifting the back leg off the floor. You are pulling that tummy in to support your spine. And 4. We have 4 more. We have 3. We have 2. We have 1. And back to your openings. Open and close. And 2. And close. 3. And close. And 4. We have last 4. And 3. You have 2 more. You have 1 more. And I want you to bring it to the center. Now from here, like we did in the warm-up, you're going to take it over. You're going to take it into your lateral stretch. Now I want you to hold it there for a second, pull the tummy in. Staying here, we're going to draw that elbow into the waist, release it up. As you draw it into the waist, you stretch just the supporting leg and reach and lift and reach and lift. Feel like you are squeezing grapes under that armpit. We have 4. We have 3. 2 more to go. Keep engaging that core, pulling the belly button into the spine. And over. Take it to the center. Push those knees open. Hold it there for a moment. Just enjoy getting into that stretch for a second. Also holding strength in those legs. Bringing it up and taking it to the side into your lateral stretch. Now first find that arm, squeeze the armpit. And straightening that supporting leg. And over. And 2. Think of squeezing those grapes. 3. And over. 4. Last 4 to go. And 3. You have 2 more. You have 1 more. And bringing it up to the center. And again, taking it into that holding position. Hold for 6. 5. 4. Suck the tummy in. 3. 2. 1. and bring those legs in, shake it out. Have a quick sip of water before we go to the next exercise. Right, for the next exercise, we're going to start side facing again. I want you to take it back into your lunge. From there, you're going to stretch that back leg and you're going to reach out through the hands. You're going to take the arms down. You're going to pop that foot back into a plank. You're going to bring the foot back up into that position. Now use the core and bring it up. We go, place down, and it might feel easier if you put your hands on the inside of the leg. And up, and leg in, and taking it up. We're going to work nice and slow, down, and back. Leg in, taking it up. Now, if you are struggling, you can also modify it. Right, so you can just take it down and reach it up, or you can just stay down here and you can just do your tap and in for 8 on one side. I'm going to do 2 more of these, so if you're doing the full repetition, do this with me. And if you are choosing one of the modifications, you keep going with that. You have 1 more. Remember to engage that core and lifting it up. Push into that leg to come up. Other leg goes back. First find your lunge, reaching it straight leg, reaching the arms forward, arms on the inside of the foot. Place it back into your plank, into your lunge, and lift, and lower, and back, and lunge, and lift, and 4. Remember to use that core. Keep breathing. 3. This one will also make your heart rate go up a little bit. Quite big movements. 2. And remember, you can do one of the modifications. You have 1 more. And bringing it up to standing. Now we're going to go through that series again with a slight modification or an addition. Breathe it in. From there, you're going to take it down into your forward fold. I want you to breathe in and come up to a flat back. You're going to slowly lower the hands down and take it back into your plank position. Now we're going to stay here and we're going to bring 1 foot in front and take it behind. And other side, behind. And 3, behind. Remember, you don't want those knees to be right over the toes. You want them to be lining up with the heel. And 6. Now, a modification here is to put the knee down. And 8. Right, we're going to hold it there. 1, rotate towards the knee. Hand down, place it back. And again, you can put your back knee down. Rotate, place it down, and back. We have 3. Rotate, place it down. We have 4. Nice work. We're almost there. We've got 4 to go. 5. And 6. Keep engaging that core. And 7. Last one to go. And 8. From there, I want you to bring one leg in and then the other. Bring it up into your flat back. Engage that center. Soften the knees into your forward fold. And take a nice deep breath in. And release. Shake it out before we go into the next exercise. Once again, we begin facing sideways. Let's just go through our sun salutation again, just to get back into that forward fold, softening the knees a little bit, breathing in to come up into your flat back, and dropping the hands down, taking it back into your plank. Now here you want to make sure your shoulders are on top of your hands and your back out through the heel. You're going to start off by bending the knees, pulling your sit bones back so that you go in crouching like a tiger. You're going to come back into your plank. So we go crouch and plank and crouch and plank and crouch and plank. Try not to drop those hips as you come into your plank. We have 4. Drive from the glutes and drive from the heels. You have 2 more, keeping that tummy in. You have 1 more. Nice. Now from there, you're going to bring those feet together. Drop, soften the elbows, drop the hip, come back into your plank. Soften, drop the hip, back to your plank. Soften, drop the hip, and plank, and hip, and plank. Last 4, and 3. You have 2 more to go. You have 1 more to go. From there, take it into your down dog. Let's just hold it for a moment in a stretch. But I want you to walk those heels. Just a gentle walk from one heel to the other. The next exercise, we're going to be working from this position. Put your right foot in the middle. Take your left leg up. But now I don't want you to open the hip all the way up quite yet. Try and keep that hip parallel. You're going to bring the knee into your chest and lift it back, but keeping it parallel. So we're not going for a big hip opener here. Knee in, lift. And it's not a fast swing. We are controlling that movement so that glute is lifting the leg. We have 3 to go. You have 1 more. Bring the leg down, change sides, and bring it in. And back. And 2. You might feel a bit of a pull in that bottom leg in the hamstring. And 4. You have 5. And 6. Last 2 to go. 7. And 8. From there, place the foot down. Come into your plank. Gently drop your knees. Now let's just pull the weight off the wrists for a second into your recovery stretch. Hold it there for a moment. Just breathe into lengthening the spine, lengthening the arms. Now from here, you're going to tuck the tail under and scoop your tummy in so you are rounding your spine. Can you look in at your belly button? You're going to drive your pelvis forward, still looking at your belly button. The rest of your spine uncurls like a leaf. Just be careful that you're not collapsing your hips at the bottom of the run, so you are still engaging that core. From there, your belly button pulls you back like there's a spike sticking up out of the floor, and your hips draw back over your heels. First movement is tuck the tail, like you're a naughty dog tucking the tail between your legs. Looking in the whole way, you keep looking in towards your belly button. Hips press forward, head unfurls and lengthen through the top of the head. Be careful not breaking the back of the neck, and draw the tummy in to pull you back. We're going to do 2 more of those. Tuck that tail, rounding the spine, shifting it forward, nice long spine, and scoop the tummy in to come back. And we have 1 more to go. Tucking that tail, rounding, uncurling, and draw the tummy in to pull it back. There we go. You should have a bit of a release from those wrists. We're going to bring it up into our 4-point kneeling position. From here, we're going to go into our bear. So you're going to tuck the toes under. I want you to tilt that pelvis and you're going to hover those knees. Now we're going to bring the knee slightly in and kick it back. And 2, kick back. And 3, kick back. And 4. We have 5. Keep drawing the tummy into the spine. 6 and 7 and 8. Bring the foot down. No rest for the wicked. Other leg in and push. Now you're flexing that foot, driving the energy through the heel. And 3, the body is staying dead still. And 4. We have 5 and 6. Last 2, 7. 1 more, 8. And placing it down, releasing those knees. And just take a little breather for those wrists. We're going to flip it over for the next exercise. Going into your seated, have a quick sip of water if you need it, and then let's carry on. We are seated, hands are next to the hips, legs are glued together. You're going to start with a nice long spine. You're going to tilt that pelvis so your weight is on your feet and your weight is on your hands. Tilt that pelvis and squeeze from the glutes to press the pelvis up into a long bridge. Try not to let the head drop back. You're looking slightly in front of you. Now from there, let your sit bones drop to reach for the floor. Try not to collapse too quickly. And only at the last moment do you take the weight off the wrists. And again, tilt, drive from the glutes, pushing it up into your long bridge. And your sit bones reach down and lengthening through the spine. 2 more like that. And tilt and long bridge. And drop the sit bones. and up. One more to go, and tilt. Long bridge, and drop the sit bones, and lift. You're going to do another one to hold it up there. From there, we lift one leg and lower. Try not to drop the height in the hips. And a 3, and lower. We have 4. You've got 4 more to go. 5. If it feels too difficult, just bring the foot into tap, or you can take breaks and sit down in the middle. So I'm just showing you the other alternative, and releasing it down, and shake those wrists out. From there, you're going to take it all the way down to your elbows. Now in this position, it's very easy to be lazy, so I want you to push up out of those elbows. You're going to tilt your pelvis so that we're not going into an arched back. You're going to turn those legs out. From there, you're going to push up from the elbows as you bring one leg up and touch the inside of the foot, and drop. We're going to go 8 on one side, 2, and drop, 3, and drop, 4. Keep those legs turned out, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, other side, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. A modification could be that you are staying seated, 6, so that you're not all the way down, 7, and 8, and push it up off the elbows and shake it out. From there, we're going to go onto our side, still working with our elbow, and if you want, you can fold that mat over to give you a little bit more support underneath your elbow, a bit more cushioning. I want you to reach both legs nice and long. We're going to take it up into a nice T stand. From there, we're going to thread that needle, so scoop the arm through and open it up. And 2, and open, and 3, and open. We have 4. Keep reaching. You have 5. A modification could be that you put that knee down for a little bit of support with the bottom leg. Remember, work with what your body is happy with. You can always progress it later on. 8, and lift, gently lowering it down. Let's quickly flip it to the other side. Fold it over if you need to. One foot in front of the other. Take it up into the T-stand, and we go 1, and up, and 2, and lift. We have 3, and 4. 4 more to go. 5, and 6. 2 more. 7, and 8. And releasing it down. Release off that elbow, and we're going to go back onto our front. This time you're going to go down onto your elbows. We're going to start on the knees. You can place your hands nice and flat. Just remember, you don't want that back to collapse, so pull the tummy in. We're going to step one foot out, other foot out, drop into a supported plank. Lift the sit bones, knee in, again, and out, out, lengthen the spine. Lift, knee, and out, out, lower, and lift, knee. Now, if you really struggle to hold in that modified, you can still have those knees down. Just remember, you really got to make sure you don't collapse the pelvis. We're going to do one more to stay there. So your option is either that your knees are down or that you are in that modified plank. From there, we're going to bend one knee and stretch, and 2, and stretch, and 3, and 4. You have 5. So if you're on your knees, you are practicing stretching one leg at a time. 7, and 8. Soften those knees, and again, pull back off the elbows, take the weight off the shoulders, reach out through the fingers. From there, straight into that 4-point kneeling to tuck the toes under into your down dog. And again, walk those heels, stretching it out, rotating from side to side. All right, so we're going to add to that little movement. So I want you to start in your down dog. You're going to come forward into a plank. Now, when you come back to your down dog, you're going to release one hand and cross it over to the opposite ankle. Back to your plank, other side, cross. And plank, and cross. Plank, and cross. Now remember, you've got to really pull that tummy in as you drop into that plank. And 6, and cross. You have 7, and cross. You have 8, and cross. Holding it here, we're going to do one more in this plank position. You're going to take the leg to the outside like a chameleon. And 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 more to go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and soften those knees. Pull the weight back off your wrists. Release that pressure on the wrists, the shoulders. And gently uncurl through the spine. We have one more exercise to go. Have a quick sip of water and we go to the last series. For our last series of movements, we have some Pilates inspired movements. Starting up nice and tall, I want you to glue those legs together. You're going to tilt the pelvis, roll it down through the spine, taking the hands overhead. Check those ribs don't flare open. You want to keep them connected to your hips. From there, you're going to come all the way up into a nice big stretch, rounding the spine, but scooping the tummy in. It's not a slouch. Shoulders are out of the ears, and sit it up. So we're going to do 4 of those. 1, and down, up, and over, straight and down. So we're going to move relatively fast because we want to just keep that blood moving. And 3, and down, and up, and lift. If you're struggling, you can bend the knees, and down, and up, over, and lift. We're adding on. Tilt, 1, and down. As you come up, you grab one leg, and down, and grab one leg. You have 3, and grab one leg. You have 4, and grab. You have 5, and 6, 2 more to go. 7, and 1 more, and taking it all the way down. Give yourself a little bit of a chance to relax. Going to bend those knees, shake those hips out, and now find that belly button to the floor, floating one leg and then the other. So we're going to work with both legs at the same time, arms reaching for the floor. So we want to extend those legs. Now I don't want you to drop them all the way down and then the back comes off. So you want to really make sure the back stays connected to the floor. Those legs are on a diagonal and bring them in. What makes it a bit easier is if you want to put your hands underneath your bum, you reach those legs out and in. And if you really struggle with that, then you just do one leg at a time. So we're going to aim for 8. We go 8 and in, 7 and in, 6 and in. Remember, form is very important. So don't try and do the harder version of the exercise just because you want to prove something and then you're doing it with incorrect form and you end up hurting your back. And 8. Now we're going to take those feet up to the ceiling. Press the hands into the floor and we touch the ceiling and tap the toes down. And it's a little tap. So even if you are just going and the knees don't even have to be dead straight if you can't straighten them. And tap. And 4. And tap. 3. And tap. 2. And tap. 1. And tap. Hug those knees into the chest. Roll out those ankles. Put one leg on the floor, hug that knee into the chest, just opening out on the hip. We're just doing a very quick release stretch. And change the other side. If you want an extended stretch, then you go ahead and do one. Reach the arms over the head, stretching through the toes, through the hands. Nice deep breaths. And from there, we're going to have those arms over the head, get those ribs back in place. We're going to go through our full roll up, bringing it all the way up and over, sitting up nice and tall, shaking it out. Well done. You have done basically a HIIT workout with no equipment and no jumping. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe and to like and share with your friends. See you soon.